With Title 42 expiring tomorrow, President Biden shared some blunt words saying the problems at the border are about to get worse for a while. Hundreds of U.S. troops have arrived at the southern border, the first of 1,500 being sent by the Biden administration to help cope with the massive surge of migrants expected in the coming days.
Today, FDA advisors are expected to vote on whether to recommend what would be the country's first over-the-counter birth control pill. Pressure to make this happen has been building since Roe v. Wade was overturned. If the advisors recommend the pill, it would head to the FDA for approval, and the agency typically follows the advisors' guidance.
President Biden and top congressional leaders had a 60-minute sit-down to address the debt ceiling yesterday, but the talks fell flat without a deal. While the White House wants the spending cap lifted without restrictions, House Republicans are pushing for their already passed Limit, Save, Grow plan that raises the ceiling $1.5 trillion but cuts some domestic programs. Another meeting is scheduled to continue talks on Friday.
Former President Donald Trump released a series of videos on social media last night, reacting to a jury finding him liable for battery and defamation in the Jean Carroll civil rape case. Trump said, quote, "The verdict is a disgrace and a continuation of the greatest witch hunt of all time," end quote. Carroll called the verdict a victory for her and for every woman who has suffered because she was not believed.
The DEA has extended some flexibilities that allow people to get controlled medications via telehealth. It comes as the public health emergency declaration after the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic is set to expire tomorrow. The DEA will now allow it to stay in place through November 11th.
A federal health task force now recommends all women with an average risk of breast cancer start screening at age 40. That is 10 years earlier than prior recommendations. The draft comes as doctors are seeing higher rates of breast cancer among younger women. The guidelines will become official after a public comment period.
Home prices are all over the place across the country. Nationally, the median price of an existing single-family home fell 0.2%. And while prices are still rising in many parts of the Northeast, Midwest, and South, Western states saw a slide. Median prices in San Francisco are down over 14%. Austin and Boise, Idaho are down more than 10%.
Despite a security fix that was supposed to deal with a problem that made it easier to steal some Hyundai and Kia cars, crooks are still driving off with them. New numbers show sharp increases in thefts of those vehicles in several cities.
Google is hosting its big annual event today, its developers conference. The company is expected to spend a lot of time on multiple new artificial intelligence products. The Pixel Fold phone is likely to be unveiled, and updates to the Pixel tablet are expected. And that's today's 9 at 9.
Keep up to date with all of San Antonio's top news, weather, and so much more by clicking the like and subscribe buttons below. And once again, thanks for watching KSAT.